Hello, Spirit Fam. I know it's been a minute. So today we are going to talk about antivirals, immunity, and the coronavirus. So, first and foremost, let's talk about some antivirals, natural antivirals that you can get pretty much at any Sprouts, Smiths, or most grocery stores. If not, you can probably find them on Amazon, wherever you can get them at this point, because I imagine they're probably going to start running out as this continues. So be the first to start stocking up on these antivirals. So to start with, let's start with medicinal mushrooms. So we've got here Agarikon mushroom. This is a mycelial done by Host Defense. This is a full fruiting body extract that I was able to find on Amazon. You might be able to find it other places. So to start with, almost all medicinal mushrooms have antiviral properties. So if you're taking cordyceps, if you're taking reishi, chaga, any of the more well-known ones, for the most part, they all have some antiviral activity. Agarikon mushroom, though, is going to be the one that has the highest level of antiviral activity. I've had a lot of luck with this in the past. If I felt like I was starting to get ill, I would take some Agarikon mushroom and feel immediately better. And I would just take lots. I would probably take 3 to 4 at a time. Not that I'm suggesting that. You should always follow the label. But I can tell you I personally would take, 4 to 5 at a time, and I had good results with that. I'm a big fan of taking multiple antivirals. And ideally, if you're just trying to keep your immunity up, you're going to want to take a different one each day. And that way your body will never acclimatize to any one antiviral. So I'm going to be going through a few here. And then if you do feel like you've gotten exposed or you start to feel like you're getting under the weather, that's when you want to start loading up with all of them. Now, again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to tell you take every single one of these antivirals all at once. But I can tell you that that's what I personally do, and I've had a lot of success with it. A super inexpensive antiviral, cat's claw. So cat's claw is it's this really neat vine that comes from the Amazon, and it gets its name from its cat-like claws that it uses to climb up the various vegetation that you might find in the Amazon. But it by itself is a really powerful antiviral, and it's really inexpensive. That one I've had a lot of luck with as well, and I love how inexpensive it is. Then we've got black elderberry syrup. This is going to be one of the better ones you can get. It's also one of the more expensive ones. Personally, I prefer the ones that are straight elderberry syrup, like this one from Gaia. A lot of them are extracts. I've never been able to compare the two side by side to see if one's better, but personally I feel like this one's better. This is the one I personally would go with. Then we've got then we've got my Fullerene water here. So looks just like water, regular water, but what this actually is Shungite water that's now got Fullerenes in it. Let me pull out a piece of Shungite here that I can show you guys. So Shungite, super inexpensive, mineral, comes out of Russia. Shungite water, super easy to make. You're literally putting this in the water. I've got a gallon brewing downstairs. You're putting in a couple ounces to the water. I forget the exact ratio. And then you let it sit in the water, releases Fullerenes. It's antiviral, antibacterial, good stuff. Then we got Beta-Carotene, vitamin D, and N-acetylcysteine, and natural vitamin C. The N-acetylcysteine and the vitamin D3 and the Beta-Carotene are all for lung function. Super important to keep your lungs healthy if you're going to try and fight this off. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks.